everybody, I'm Josh, and welcome to the third annual Spook-tacular on Just Saying. Thank you. I went through all the sounds on my soundboard, and there was nothing good, so that's what you're going to get throughout the entire episode, is me going, ooh! And yes, I have to do the hands and the movement. Sorry. I'll try to do it as little as possible. But let's get the show started by asking the question, what is Josh drinking? Anyway, I'm drinking good old scary Mountain Dew. Yeah. Don't worry. People, calm it down. Yeah, I've got a costume. And yeah, I'm going to reveal it here in just a few minutes. But first, it's time for the rundown. So, unfortunately, no new subscribers. None. Zip. So, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I do this thing every year at this time of year, where I do a subscription challenge, a subscriber challenge, I should say. And my goal is 100 subscribers. I started the season with 49 subscribers. So for every new subscriber I get this season and all season long, I am going to donate $1 up to $50 to Toys for Tots. That would put me at 99 subscribers. If I get 51 or more subscribers, I will double it and donate $100 to Toys for Tots. And I'm at 57. And this is the second to last episode. So click that subscribe button, literally, if not for me. Let's do it for the less fortunate, and help them have a better Christmas this year. Producer man is not here, so we're gonna have fun. I'm kidding, he's sitting right there. Unfortunately, and I'm sorry that this episode is getting posted late. I've been working a ton this week, and I was off today and yesterday, and I mostly slept all day. I got up I couldn't sleep, and so at one point I was just like, screw it, I'm awake. I was waking up like every hour and a half, and at one point I'm just like, I'm awake. And so I came out here, I worked on the show a little bit, I was like, I'm going to film, and then I just kind of sat here, and I'm like, nope, I'm going to go lay back down. So I laid down and slept most of the day. Anyway, so here I am filming today, the day after it was supposed to be posted. You're welcome. It is time. It is time for the reveal of my costume. Now I'm going to step off camera, I'm going to take the coat off, I'm going to come back, and I'm not going to show you what it is until I'm ready. And then I'm going to give you a few minutes to try and figure out what I am. It's one of those costumes. It's hilarious. I spent a ton of time on it. I'm just kidding, I didn't. But it is hilarious. So give me a minute, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to walk in backwards and trip over stuff, apparently, because I want to reveal it at one time. Ready? Drum roll, please! This is my costume. I'll give you a second to think about what it could be. Time's up. I'm One Direction! Oh, I'm hilarious. I know it. So, yeah. I knew what I was going to do since the beginning of the season. I'm just a good actor. No, I'm not. Which is why I live in Podunk, Illinois. Anyway, it is time for the rundown, and unfortunately, I hate doing this. I hate beginning the episode with some sad news. But the rest of the show will make up for it, I think. Which the news may not be. Beloved star friends Matthew Perry passed away over the weekend at the age of 54. Sources say that he came home from playing 2 hours of pickleball. Asked his assistant to do it a favor. They came back 2 hours later and found him unconscious in the hot tub. According to police, there were no drugs, alcohol on scene. We do know that he had a drug and alcohol problem, specifically with Vicodin. But the police say there was no foul play, and the cause of death is still unknown. My hearts go out to him and his family. I was checking TMZ throughout the day yesterday to get updates, and they even updated when the parents arrived. Like, leave them alone. Like, let them grieve, let them do what they need to do. You know, that's the only time I hate the paparazzi. And trust me, I'm bombarded by them everywhere I go. Anyway, I'm kidding. I'm not. But he was a beloved character on the show Friends. He played Chandler Bing. And he was just the guy that always had the punchline. That really hurt. That always had the punchline. And he was the sarcastic guy. And I'll always remember, and for those of you diehard Friends fans, which was basically anyone that grew up in the 90s, for all of you Friends fans out there, this is my tribute to Matthew Perry. Here we go. Whoopah! That's how he used to do the sound on the show Friends, is he would just go whoopah! And they're all like, what are you doing? And he was trying to do the whip sound. The whoopah! Anyway. Matthew Perry will be missed. He was in some movie. I forgot what it was. But he was most known for his role on Friends. He also did the reboot of Odd Couple. So, anyway, he will be missed. But he was a great actor, and it's so tragic. Because he's only 54. I mean, my sister's not that close, but she's getting there. Love you, Betty Sue. Anyway, for Tupac fans, if you got some money, you can have a little bit of Tupac history. MemoriesInTime.com is hosting an online auction to sell his, will they be able to bid on unseen booking photo, which is starting at $35,000, but his prison ID card is starting at $75,000. And if you win the ID card, it's his second one, because if you remember, his first one was auctioned off a while back, and you even get a little piece of paper, the request for a new ID card, where he put on there, and I quote, "I lost my ID, I need a new one. Thank you." End quote. So, MomentsInTime.com. Check it out if you're interested in some Tupac Shakur stuff. Especially his prison ID from back in '95, I believe, when he got arrested in New York. Anyway, so moving right along, Mike Pence, former vice president, has officially dropped out of the race for presidency. He announced it he announced it over the weekend at the Republican Jewish Coalition in Las Vegas, citing the Bible. It's quoting, quote, "There's a time for every purpose under heaven," end quote, "and now isn't my time," end quote. So as of now, Trump has a historic lead, or not a historic lead, but a large lead, and Pence was kind of flailing. So he just backed out, and it looks like, unfortunately, Trump is going to be the front runner again, people. I know. It's really sad. James, years after the death of Carrie Fisher, James Blunt, in his newest memoir, has come forward and said that her daughter, Billy Lord, is saying that he's to blame for her death. If you remember correctly, that they had the drug test results showed that had been cocaine in her system in the days leading up to her death, as well as heroin, MDMA and methadone was in her system. In his memoir, he admits that he was one of the closest people to her, and that he always, instead of confronting her about her problem, partook in it with her. So her daughter is now blaming him, saying that if he would have said something, that maybe it wouldn't have happened that way. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. I mean, I know what it's like to be in recovery, and I use the air quotes because I don't actually go to meetings. I just don't drink anymore. But it's hard. I mean, it's hard for you to realize it. It's hard for people to point it out to you because you don't realize it. You're just drinking for fun. But yeah. This next story is going to be the what the bleep story of the month. Japan has successfully grown a mouse embryo in space. That's right. With a special device designed specifically for this, they grew it on the International Space Station for the past 4 days. Scientists stated that it, quote, gravity has had no significant effect, end quote, to the genes or DNA, and shows that, quote, mammals can survive in space, end quote. So basically, people always have said that because of gravity, we survive here and we wouldn't survive in space. Well, that's not true, because this mammal, a mouse embryo, has survived in space without gravity. So, anyway, I thought it was interesting, okay? Alright, so for the sketch this week, I'm doing something that I love to do, and it's time for another edition of Taser Versus. I have always wanted a dog that when you put the cookie on their nose, a treat on their nose, and grab it. They flip it off and grab it. So I thought it would be fun to try it with Taser, and yeah. Enjoy. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Come here. Lower your head. Can you sit? Last one. Stay. No. Lower your head. Sit. Last one. Lower. Ready? Go. I don't know why I try anymore, other than the fact that it's funny. We tried. That was like 4 hours worth of tape. And I would do it a few times, then I'd stop and I'd watch it, and I'd do it a few times. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, Dorito's kind of like curved. So put the curve on her nose, and maybe it won't slide off so easily when she puts her head down. Which is the way I did it the second time, and then she got it with her paw and... Anyway, I thought it would be successful, okay? And you got to see my pretty little girl. Anyway, speaking of adopting animals, it is Dog Adoption Month, so I'm celebrating it by showing you adorable little pets in this week's edition of Possibly Adorable. And this week, we are going to focus on some spooky pets and costumes. They're more funny than spooky. Anyway, because this show is terrifying. It's my costume. I'm One Direction. Not yet? Okay. It's a band. So, Producer man didn't even know what I was going to do for my costume. And so he came in, and I'm sitting here, and I forgot I had it taped to my shirt already. And so I was going to show it to him when I showed it to you guys. So he came in, and he's like, "What?" And he just kind of stood there. And he's like, why are you a street sign? I'm like, "I'm not a street sign. I'm a band." He's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "One way." I said, "Yeah, you can only go one direction." Still no? Okay. Anyway, and the only thing I have to say about pet adoption is if you or anyone you know is looking to get an animal for your home, please check out your local shelters. They have more than just dogs, more than just cats. They have reptiles and every kind of animal you could probably imagine. Maybe not kangaroos, especially in Podunk, Illinois, but they have a lot of animals. So check out your local shelters in my area. It's PCAPS, Podunk, Illinois. Anyway, so here's the first one. And how adorable is this? It's a hamster as a bee. How adorable is that? Here's the next one. I think this would be hilarious. I don't know if it would be good on Taser because she's a big dog, but how adorable is this dog as a whoopee cushion? The dog's like, "Get this damn thing off me! Get it off me!" Here's the next one, if I can get that one off the screen. I think this is a Kardashian. I don't know. Might be a Kardashian. I'm not sure. Here's the next one. For those of you who are friends, or for those... For those of you, I swear I haven't had anything to drink today. For those of you who are friends of of Wednesday on HBO Max, I believe. Yeah. Here's the next one. I have no idea what this is. None. Oh, wait, that's in the wrong segment. So I'm going to skip it and move right along. Here's the next one. You're only going to get 9 pets because I put the wrong picture in the wrong thing. Hold on. Let me see real quick if I do that. Wait, no. Then I have to undo that. Okay. I don't know what happened. Anyway, we're just going to skip that picture for now. So, how adorable is this dog as a penguin? Isn't that cute? That is adorable. Here's the next one. And I found this one really funny because I've been binge watching Hell's Kitchen lately on Netflix or on Hulu. So I thought it was funny that the dog is dressed up as a chef. How are these people keeping these costumes on these dogs? My dog would literally rip it off as soon as I put it on her. Here's the next one. It's man's best friend, the best dog. I would have Taser be my best man. No. I don't know who would be. I really don't have any friends. Anyway, for those of you who are into the Scream trilogy, well, the old Scream trilogy before they, no pun intended, killed it. It's the Scream Killer. Here's the next one. Nope, that's the same one. So I guess it's time for me to say in this segment, and finally, for those of you 80s kids, it's E.T. All adorable. So while those may have been adorable, these next costumes are going to make you wonder, DIY. That's right. We're going to take a look at some horrifyingly horrible DIY costumes. Like this little girl as a Cheeto. I think her parents misunderstood her. She wanted to be a cheetah, not a Cheeto. Here's the next one. I don't know what this kid is supposed to be. No idea. Just a box? A robot? A knight? I don't know. You know, there are sometimes you have a costume like mine that is hilarious. Or you get costumes that are stupid, like, what is this kid? Seriously. That's not horrifying. It's horrifying that the kid wanted that. That's what's horrifying about it. The next part that's the next picture, the part that's horrifying in it, is the fact that a little kid, the dad's dressed up as a Jack Daniels bottle. Great. The little kid, a pack of cigarettes. Is that very PC right now? I mean... Here's the next... You can't spank your kids, but you can dress them up as a pack of cigarettes. Here's the next one. He's a naked Darth Vader. Luke, I am your father. Ooh. No, all right. One Direction! Still no. Dang. Here's the next one. I'm thinking this kid's supposed to be the Pillsbury Doughboy, but he's not very doughy. Like, why? 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 Here's the next. And what kid would want to be the Pillsbury Doughboy? Here's the next one. I just want to say to this guy who is in the Hulk, first of all, I don't know why his chest is black. It wasn't in the original picture. I'm assuming part of the whole transfer. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, he's supposed to be the Hulk. But just so you know, when you dress up as the Hulk, make sure to do your armpits. I'm just saying. Especially the part of the Hulk that is supposed to grow, not stay human color. And finally, if I click the button, you know what? I forgot to show you one, but that's all right. Make sure the costume fits you. Just a little piece of advice. A little bit. A little bit. Well, it's time for me to show you some hilarious decorations. You know that I'm a huge fan of things that aren't quite right. Especially when you make fun of them in this edition of What's Wrong Here? I was going to call it the Halloween Decoration Edition, and of course this time I say it correctly, but I screwed it up every rehearsal I did, so I was just like, screw it. I'm not going to... I'll just name it normal. And of course, on the take that I'm filming, I say it perfect. Anyway. So here's the first one, and I don't think this person had a very large budget. They just bought a mask of Frankenstein and threw it on a snowman. They must have had a small budget. Small budget. And just, hey, that would work. I wonder how many people called 911 when they saw this next one. It's a person supposed to be hanging from a tree, but so they had to put up a sign that it's fake. And I love the little kid just staring at it. Here's the next one. Now, you guys remember back in the day, we had things that you could put in your bushes and make them look like monsters, right? might not be a good way to promote your product when you say, bring your bush to life. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Whoever was working for that PR department either did a great job or horrible job. Here's the next one. This decoration really, really worked because the police actually did get called. It's supposed to be a dead body in the grass. And they're supposed to look like they're digging it up or burying it. But someone actually called the police. Here's the next one. I cannot click on things today. It's supposed to say trick or treat, not fuck or treat. And once you see fuck in that word, you won't see that the right way again. Here's the next one. Now, I used to do a segment, and I might bring it back, where you decorate horrible cake decorations. And this is a good one because it's exactly what I'm looking for in bad cake decorations. And instead of it being creepy, it's creepy. Here's the next one, and it's another one of the cake decorations. The person called in and said it's for Halloween, so put on it some ghosts, goblins, and booze. Like, boo! Not, however, they did not say it's for Halloween, so put on it some goats, goblins, and booze. That's not what they said. I mean, it's what they wrote, they said, but it's not, I'm assuming, what they really said. Here's the next one. This decoration got so out of control, they had to post a sign at this work office that says, the bathroom is not out of order. It's open. It's just a decoration. You might want to think about things before you make a decoration, just saying. And finally, what better way to have a Yoda than as a pumpkin, or have Yoda than putting it over a pumpkin and making it look like he's got a wiener. That's right. Is that Yoda? Or just an old man? We're going to say it's an old man. So yeah. That will do it! Thank you for watching! Don't worry, I'm done. So yeah, that will do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys have a safe and successful Halloween. Get a lot of candy. And send it to me. Here's my socials. If you think there's something funny I should see and share on the show, be sure to send it to me. There are my socials. Especially some Hershey's Kisses. I'm on a Hershey's kiss kick right now. I don't know. Just am. And while you have a second, because let's be real, I'm going to babble. Please like, comment below, get the notifications, and subscribe. Especially so that we can help the less fortunate have a better Christmas and make me donate more money. This is it. You have 2 episodes to do it. I've got this episode, which I'm going to post here in a second. And then you've got the next finale episode. And that's it. So we're going to wrap up the entire season next week. And then I'm going to get some time off. And I'm not going to know what to do with myself. Yeah, that didn't come out right. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And I do hope it was scary and funny. And you got to see Taser. I mean, who doesn't love my puppet dog? And my hilarious costume. It's One Direction. You guys are lame. Anyway, I'm kidding. Click that subscribe button because who doesn't want to watch a show where you get called lame? Be sure to join us next week as we end the season on a good note. But until then, everybody, please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Stay safe. Wow. let's try that again. Please stay healthy, stay safe, stop the hate. But until next week, that's all I'm saying.